She got a chicken and a dickin'.
I'm the main side bitch in your life, nigga. Boom. Give me that pussy, bitch.
Give his ass one time.
Am I wrong for that?
Don't hurt me now, please.
Hey everyone, welcome to another freaky episode of Freaky Fridays with me, your host Tasha Point0. And C Love isn't here today. He had a family member come in from out of town. So just a quick catch up. So not much has changed because we just recorded last Friday's episode yesterday. But I don't know if that dick appointment's gonna come through. I think he's in his feelings a little bit that I'm only like hitting him when I want dick, which is weird, but okay. But I'm still gonna take it if he's gonna give it. So that's really all that's going on. So next week you guys probably will know what happened. Hopefully something nasty happened, because last time it got my motherfucking mind right. We had a good ass episode after I got that dick. So yeah, that's all that's been up with me. So do you want to, as you guys can see, we have a guest. If you're listening, you can't see that we have a guest, but you want to go ahead and introduce yourself and let the people know who you are and what you do?
Yo, I am -X from the Great Conversation podcast, man, where we indulge in healthy dialogue about topics that are important in today's society and culture. Thank you for having me. What else I do? I'm an author, podcast host, innovator.
I see you be doing shit out in these streets too.
Out here active in the community. I'm everywhere, man.
Yes,
X marks the spot.
Period. So that's dope. Thank you for coming on. I want to go ahead and give you this as a gift. Say appreciate you for coming through. Yeah. So
thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
I'm gonna open this.
Yeah, go for it. Go on, crack it open. Take a shot.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, so dick appointment and feelings, huh?
Yeah, hopefully he comes through though, cause the dick fire. So shit. Hopefully he come through. I'm like waiting on the clock, but then I got another nigga on my line too though. But he wants me to come to him, and I don't really like to do that, honestly. I like for people to come here and like fuck me in my loving bed. You know? Like I'm Nola Darling.
Why are women like that? Why do women want to have sex just in their bed?
Because, you know, sometimes, like, you don't know what niggas' houses look like. You know your shit's already put together. And I got, like, a canopy bed, so it sits up a little bit higher. Oh, yeah. So it's just, like, the perfect angle, you know? So I likes that.
I'm drinking myself.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm not drinking tonight. You go crazy. I'll cheers with you, though. I'll hit this beer, though.
Okay, let them know.
Yeah, last time I told them last time I drank was not Cinco de Mayo because we celebrated on Sunday. Mm-hmm. But I didn't eat anything that fucking day. I was running around trying to get everything ready for my friend to come over because we were supposed to kick it. And the last time I remember looking down at my phone was 1:45 p.m. My mom came home, and then my brothers were here, my brother's kids and shit. My mom was like, we came home and like you were in the bathroom face down, like I was like, oh shit, I don't remember any of that. Wow. None of it for like 5 hours. I fell out of my pool. I fucked myself up.
You fell out the pool?
Yeah, I fell out the pool. I don't remember that. It was a lot that happened that I don't. Apparently, I drank a whole fifth by myself, and I didn't realize that. That's awkward when I do that. Anyways, we're not going to talk about my bad decisions anymore. So today, what I want to talk about is I want to talk about the Kama Sutra. So, just like a little bit of a backstory, a little history lesson for y'all bitches. Get your pencil and pen out. So it comes from the ancient Hindu culture. It's not actually about the sex, more so about the pleasure. that you get from the sex. It has a lot to do with your mind. It's kind of similar to Tantra, I think. Like, they kind of like go hand in hand, because Tantra is a lot about like your energy and during sex, and more so like about like the mental part of sex. The Hindu believe that if a couple could have a really strong sexual connection initially, that they would have a strong chance at a relationship. And this was good for like the royal family, because like their society depended on that couple working out, because back then marriages were based like around like a contract, or for like benefit, or to like bring two countries together. So so do you said before we started recording that you know a little bit about the Kama Sutra. So what you know?
Yeah, like you said, it's about the flow of energy, and for the connection and pleasure, like you said, for the contracts. So it was more so for people to get to know each other who didn't know each other.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it was like an instruction manual to what's the word? Euphoria, if you will.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I think the wrong people are trying to transfer energies. You know what I'm saying? It's the wrong people. Like, something so sacred. Hoes shouldn't hold things so sacred. I couldn't think of another way to say it.
You're not wrong though.
Because that's like you said, the last time you got some dick, your mind was right with that dick appointment. You know what I'm saying? But what if that right dick comes from a toxic person? You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Or vice versa. Now you get stuck in a fucking toxic cosmic cycle
with somebody.
All because the energy flow is right.
See, I outside of all of this, I'm not even that type of person. Like, I've never been like dickmatized before, because I feel like that's what happens when you get that good flow of energy and you have that connection with somebody. You get dickmatized and you start doing shit that you're like, bitch, who even are you? Why are you washing this nigga's laundry and cooking for him and shit?
Damn,
what the fuck?
What's wrong with that?
It ain't nothing wrong with it. It ain't nothing wrong with it when it's the right person. But to the wrong person, it's like, bitch, you look dumb. You look dumb.
Yeah.
So that's how I feel about it. But no, I haven't. Okay, I've never actually tried anything out of the Kama Sutra, like, knowingly. But as I was going through looking at some of the positions, I realized that I have. And I would like to actually try this with somebody, but it all depends on if you can like get that mental part down. And I can't stand niggas sometimes. Most of the time. They do dumb shit. And now I'm completely turned off, and now I'm a fucking pussy as a sand bucket. So shit.
Nothing worse. Nothing worse than sand pussy.
Exactly. Get chafing on your dick. It's just not working out. It's not working out, and I think we have to stop. So let me see what this last bullet point says. It also says that sex should be consenting between both people. Oh, and at the time, it kind of gave women like that sense of power to choose whether they would want to do that or not. Because a lot of times, like, I be watching weird shit like Game of Thrones and shit. I fucking love Game of Thrones.
keep it going.
But in Game of Thrones, it shows like how women didn't have the choice to choose who like they were even gonna be with, period, or whether they were gonna be able to wait to have sex or not. And a lot of times men were really like gruesome about it. So I think this is really cool and very progressive for ancient culture.
Yeah. I would say that. So this would be like the people over in Esteros. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
There was a little bit more free sex.
Exactly.
And whatnot. So okay, I can see why you would say that. The women were property, but I will say this: that if women are the most valued thing on earth, then it already comes at a price.
Yeah, exactly. And women are a commodity, and women have always been a commodity throughout history. That's why sex is such a huge industry because of that. And that's why women are sex trafficked so often. And I mean, like, back in the day, like, if you own the whorehouse, nigga, you have money.
Yeah.
You know?
But those women had sexual independence.
That's also
they
true.
They were making a choice. So sex from a woman can be liberating, or it can be what? Condemning?
I feel like, is that the word?
Not consented? I don't know.
Well, keep you, like, oppressed, I guess, in a sense. Because it can be like that. A lot of women that I feel like a lot of women that get married at an earlier age, they have the issue where they haven't reached the sexual liberation that a lot of women that got to have that hoe phase did. You know?
Dealing with a woman after her hoe phase is very trying mentally.
Whoa, why?
It's very trying mentally. That's like, I'm going to treat the shirt that I buy directly from the store a little bit better than the shirt that I get from the thrift. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's still the nice shirt, you know what I'm saying? But I got it at a thrift store because it has what? It's been worn.
See, but that's not fair to say. So that's not fair to say, because if you have met somebody like me, like, I've only ever been in one relationship. It was very short-lived. But people want a woman that knows how to suck dick good, how to fuck good. But how do you get that with no experience? For a lot of people, it doesn't come natural. Some people are lucky. Most people aren't.
Women, I think this is the part where women miss out on. Yes, we want good sex. Yes, we want a deep throater. But even more, I want to be the one to teach you those things. If you come to me already taught, you know what I'm saying?
But I don't know. I feel like that's just your perspective compared to some other people. Well, yeah. And I think it has a lot to do with security too, because even for women, if they were to date somebody that they know has like fucked a lot of bitches, like, they're probably gonna be like, damn, are you still fucking all these bitches? You know, there's gonna still be some insecurity there about anybody that's had a higher body count. But I feel like if you are the type of person that is also like adventurous in sex, and is willing to try different things, I feel like having somebody after your whole phase is more so for you. I feel like it's
trying to be with someone after the whole phase, but it's not impossible. You know what I'm saying? So, like, when I say that, how can I say this? For a long time, I was a habitual side nigga. You know what I'm saying? A habitual side nigga. And then after that, like, I love hoes. You know what I'm saying? Like, but at the same time, if I'm in a place where you was hoeing, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna.
Okay, well, what do you consider a hoe?
Okay, so for me, a hoe. Ah, man, this is deep. I'm gonna drink some water. I'm gonna drink some water because I want to make sure I say this correctly. So, you have your pencil book. When I say hoe, I'm not speaking of prostitute. I'm speaking of a woman who may use her pussy power, you know what I'm saying, poorly. You know what I'm saying? She's using her pussy power poorly, but then trying to hold me to a standard of what she let these other dicks not have. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't hold me to a standard where I know that you'd have had multiple trains ran on you. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. Here I am, out of the kindness of my heart, trying to be with you after such atrocities. You know
Why is that an atrocity, though? What if you like that, though?
Okay, for a woman to like that, you know what I'm saying, that's on her. I'm talking about the nigga that chooses to be with her. You know what I'm saying? Because majority of niggas don't want to be with a woman who has had multiple trains ran on her in the environment and where those train tracks lay. You know what I'm saying?
I think that you're not secure enough for that.
It's not about security.
But
because I'm making a choice, right? When I say this, I'm saying it like this. So if you went to school somewhere and you was hoeing and you come back and let's say I meet you in Chicago, you know what I'm saying? And you disclose to me, you know what I'm saying, your hoe facts. You know what I'm saying? If you disclose to me your hoe facts, and then I just decide that, you know what, this whole fax is not too bad that I can't purchase. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make this purchase. Like, you're with me. I love you because I'm not in the environment in which you was home. You know what I'm saying? Because it makes it easier for me.
So you're saying you would rather have somebody that's done and passed the whole phase and is ready to not hoe no more.
As far as relationship wise, of course.
Okay, I can understand that. You want somebody that's past their hoe phase. I respect that.
In your relationship, yeah.
Well, I respect that, but I mean, some people like the openness. Yeah. I like dealing with somebody that's okay with like adventurous sex. I don't call it a train. I call it a threesome. I've had a male female threesome before, and it was fucking awesome.
I think you need to define that. What's the difference between a threesome
and a train? A train is multiple niggas, 5-6 niggas. And also a nigga can have a train ran on him. He's with 5 or 6 bitches. That's the same thing. You were getting fucked by multiple people. I feel like the word train has a lot of negative stigma around it, a lot of negative connotation. That's why I don't like using that word. But I like I said, I like somebody that's going to be open to doing different things because I do want to go to sex parties. I like fucking in front of people, and I like somebody that's nasty like me that likes to do shit like that. That's just, you got to find somebody that is there with you sexually. That's just all about compatibility. But we're going to go ahead and get into our second segment here. As you guys know, each week we got to ask y'all ratchet ass bitches, are y'all wrong for this shit? And most of the time you are. And I don't know why you wrote us in thinking that we were going to be nice about it. Because we're not. So,
tell the truth.
I'm just saying, shame the devil. Period. So, CeeLo was supposed to be here to read this, but he's not, so, you know, the show must go on. So it says, my girl and I go to sex clubs a lot. We just got into the Kama Sutra. She wants to be more adventurous with the positions that we try, but I'm afraid to do some of them because of how big she is. So when we go to the sex clubs, I usually do those positions that I'm scared to do with her, with other women. My girl has definitely like picked up on it and noticed that I've been doing that, and she got really upset with me. And I told her, like, if she wants to lose some weight, then like we can do those positions, but if not, then we gotta stick to those other positions that we've been doing. Am I wrong for telling her that? What you think?
Sound like some little dick management. And I'm not. Am I about to say pause on that? I don't know how the genre goes, but I ain't gay. But it sounds like little dick management because it sounds like he has a fear. He has a fear. I mean, how big is she? Is she getting other play?
That's a good question. Because I'm like, if she's like a, 400 piece.
I mean, 400, I mean, 400, 6 foot maybe, but if you 5'8", 400.
But I'm like, how big is he? Because if you a big nigga and you dealing with a big bitch, y'all can do some shit, you know? You can do some shit. That's why I need a bigger nigga. I can't fuck with no skinny nigga because I've been to break his little ass.
So I guess you're absolutely right. We need more variables to this. Like, how big is he? You know what I'm saying? How much action is she getting at these places? You know what I'm saying? Now, is he wrong? No. Because he's setting his boundary and his expectation, you know what I'm saying, in his relationship. But
I'm like, damn, did you have to let her rip like that? Shit, you could have broke into her a little easier. Listen, boo.
Well, he shouldn't. Look, I think the disrespectful part is that he's fucking these other girls in the position in which
that she wants to try.
In front of her.
Awkward. Awkward.
But he better be careful.
Cause she might go and do the positions with another nigga.
In front of him.
Yeah.
Because when you enter.
That's what I would do.
When you enter into that. Because men's egos are more fragile than women. You know what I'm saying? Let's just be honest. You know what I'm saying?
They just don't show it like women do. Women wear their heart on their sleeves.
Well, us niggas do too. Some of us. You know, some of us. You know what I'm saying? But you have to understand I don't know, he bogus. To me, he bogus because he's doing it in front of her.
I feel like he could have easily just had a little conversation with her and just, broke it to her in a nicer way than being like, look, if you want to lose some motherfucking pounds, bitch, then we can do this shit.
Part of the conversation's already been had.
Yeah, because honestly, and I'm like, you knew you was with a big bitch in the first place. If you thought it was going to be scary, why'd you even say, let's do this Kama Sutra shit?
Because he saw a couple pages and he was like, okay, this one probably gonna work.
Probably true.
We're gonna roll the fat back on her.
I told y'all before, y'all better push that motherfucking gut up, nigga, and quit playing.
Yeah, when dealing with a big girl, you know what I'm saying, you have to be able to use rhythm and gravity to your advantage. You know what I'm saying? Rhythm and gravity. You know what I'm saying? So use all that to your advantage. My man just seems unskilled.
Yeah.
It seems like they're doing maybe this multiple partner thing for his benefit. You know what I'm saying? Opposed to hers. I say, Queen, find your value. It's a nigga out there that's gonna fuck you in those Kama Sutra positions. You know what I'm saying? Tax season is amongst it.
Fucking dead. Get it how you live, boo. Get it how you live. Shit. Because I would too. Tax season coming around. I'm looking for a new nigga. Shit. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get into the last segment. As you guys know, each week it's a little bit different. If you guys like one, let us know in the comments. Leave us a review on iTunes and all of that shit. However that works. Y'all know I'm not a fucking internet computer ass bitch. But yeah, we might do that shit again if y'all like it. So what I want to talk about today is I want to talk about positions from the Kama Sutra that I like and I think are good for lazy sex because I'm all about the side fuck.
So for Pound Town.
A period.
Okay, these are major attractions in Pound Town. Yeah. Alright,
so the first one is called the milk and water embrace position. And I'm gonna put some pictures in here to show you guys, but I'm gonna explain what it is. Blah blah blah, milk and water position. So the penetrating partner sits down on the bed, or a chair, or any surface. Then the receiver sits down on them with their back to the penetrating partner's chest. Huh? Hold on. Let me look at the pictures because I got the pictures in here. Let me see. I screenshotted the ones that I wanted. Okay. What's this one? I think that one's the lotus. Okay. And then this is the milk and water. Oh, okay. So he's like sitting down and then she like sits in his lap. So kind of like uses the knees.
So for the milk.
I guess they making milk.
So is she the water?
I guess so.
So we the udder?
Milk lemonade. Shoot. Okay, so the next one is the lotus. So that's this one.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, like you sit Indian style, like the dude sits Indian style, and then the bitch sits on top of him Indian style, and then they just scoot like this and fuck each other. Like that.
I think if the girl is lazy, and I'm going off lazy for women. If a woman is lazy in this fella,
I don't think she would want to do this.
Yeah.
Well, because like you really gotta. Okay, it depends because women like to do that like grinding kind of thing. Guys don't really like it, in my experience. But I feel like this is the best position for you. You know, like when you get on top, like
I'm hearing what you're saying, but what I'm hearing what you're saying is that you said that men don't like that grinding position. Men, the grinding position is where you are king. It's where your penis size, your girth is being greatly appreciated. You don't have to do much.
That's what I'm saying. Guys don't. They say they don't like it, and I'm like, that's crazy as fuck. Because like that, I love it. Okay, I love it. So
overachievers.
I don't know what they doing because I don't like to breathe hard too. I want me to go up and down. That requires a lot of thigh. Okay. And I got a lot of it, but it's mostly fat. So we're going to go ahead and get into the last position here. So I'm going to say this wrong. Be warned. Utfalaka. Utfalaka. So... Yeah, motherfucker. So that's that position.
Oh, yeah. This is definitely a great position, especially hanging off the bed.
I've done it kind of like that in a variation like that, but I've never done it like he's on his knees though. I would like to try this, but it also looks like it's good for your fucking abs. Okay, so basically the guy's on his knees and then the bitch is like in a bridge position, like on her back, like she's gonna like, you know when you do the bridge, you lift your ass up, you squeeze your butt cheeks like that, but like dude's gonna hold your ass up and like fuck you like that. Again, pictures will be in here. So yeah, that is all we have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, please make sure to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. You guys know that we're on iTunes, Amazon Music, Spotify, Google Podcasts, YouTube, all that shit. So go ahead and follow us on there if you guys aren't on YouTube. And that's everything. You guys have just tuned into another freaky episode of Freaky Fridays. Bye, y'all.